let's talk about Dominic Perrottet. Yes, so on The World According to Rowan Dean, 3 times during the week I was delighted to be able to praise Dom Perrottet 3 times for good things that had happened during the week. One was standing up to the teachers' unions, because in New South Wales, I presume it's the same in Victoria, Rita, the teachers would get their annual assessment done by a friend or a union representative.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's useful.
That's really useful.
Why don't you get your mum to do it?
Yeah, I know, exactly, yeah. Or do it yourself. Cut out the middleman. May as well. And Perrottet said, no, we're not going to have that anymore. So that's well done. That's retaking the ground. Well done. And he also made a speech.
He made a great
about
speech.
The teachers. So let's have a look at it.
I want more reading, writing and arithmetic and less puppetry, politics and wearable art. And I don't want classrooms focused on superfluous and inherently divisive political issues that distract from the core subjects and skills our children need to learn. Over time, the number of types of subjects included in the school curriculum has expanded out of all proportion. Having a variety of subjects does give students choice, but the downside is a dangerous dilution of the fundamentals: maths, core sciences, history and...
This is what we must have. This is great.
So, and this, you know, this speech, it didn't get enough coverage, I think, during the week, but it really, I think, indicated a return of Dom Perrottet to the philosophical roots that we saw at the start also of his premiership when he came in. And he was the guy, you know, he was the guy who opened up the country, not Scott Morrison.
Right.
He leveraged that. And I'll also say one other thing he did. We talked about the teachers' union, this excellent speech where you can go and look up. But
Queensland land tax.
The Queensland land tax. That's the third thing. He said, no, Anastasia Palaszczuk, sorry, we are not going to play ball with your ridiculous attempt to tax people on land that they don't own in your state.
It's a bandit tax, highway robbery.
It's a complete bandit tax. That's the only word for it. So this is the sort of course Dom Perrottet needs to steer for the next several months through to that election if he wants to keep the coalition in power in New South Wales. He's got a big mountain to climb with it, but you know, this is the way to go, and he should be absolutely congratulated, I think.
Well, I would love to congratulate him, because I did at the time when he was standing up to the hysterical media and saying, no, we are going to start living with this virus. And slowly, you're right, he dismantled some of those.
And he
was the first to say no mandates.
And he also ended quarantine before the federal government, remember? I mean, like, that was huge.
And he really put National Cabinet and the federal government in a position where they had to follow. It would be. But there's a big but here. Yeah. This speech we just heard, he could have been delivering that to his own cabinet, particularly probably personally to Matt Keane, because talk about superfluous and divisive policies. I mean, how many have the New South Wales Liberals come up with? So that's what my worry is with him. Yes, he's the Premier, but has he got somebody standing behind him just waiting for him to actually be a conservative
let's throw
leader?
A test out here, Rita. Let's do a test. So this is a test for the New South Wales Liberals, Dominic Perrottet in particular. The Greens are trying to put forward a radical LGBTIQ...
Well, it's the Independent, Alice Greenwich.
The Independent, OK, sorry, he used to be a Green.
Yep.
The Independent, Greenwich is trying to put forward this bill, which is basically, you know, making transgender transitioning for children legal. It threatens to jail parents for daring to protect their children from gender transitioning, even praying for someone to not go down the path of transitioning. You could go to jail for that. This is evil stuff. We've seen it in California, similar stuff. Will Perrottet stop this madness? That's the test, Rita. That's the test we need before the election. If Perrottet says, yeah, this thing is dead and gone, we will not have it, I think he passes the test. If he caves in, then you're absolutely right.
Well, you know what? This should be the easiest policy proposal to absolutely say there is no way. There is absolutely no way we're entertaining this. Parental rights matter. Children's rights matter. And we've seen some of this stuff in Victoria. And I can tell you, the Liberals down there ran dead. They did not...
Well, but I mean, the Liberals down there, they also wanted to beat Labor on their climate change targets. But on this bill, you know, here's the key point here. And it says it will become illegal, this is according to this report on it, telling your child to wait until they're 18 years old to have puberty blockers or sex change surgery that have irreversible effects. Now, that should be the most logical thing in the world. Now, if that is too radical, then I don't know where we are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the test there, Mr Perrottet, Premier, we look forward to the results prior to the election.